Okay, so finally, the last topic in section 6.1, now that we know how to factor and cancel and rewrite, is we can now multiply and divide rational expressions together. So, as per usual, let's first look at a numeric example. This is the product of two fractions, 6 over 25 times 15 over 8. Now, a lot of times instructors of the past would say cross cancel and all that jive. For sure, that's okay. You can cross cancel, but what do we got to do first? Factor. So 6 is 2 times 3, and 25 is 5 times 5, and 15, 3 times 5, and 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. A lot of people don't know all those numbers. You're going to learn them. So what we're going to do is we're going to cancel. We're going to cancel, say, this 5 with this 5. Okay, I just cross canceled. It's okay to do that if you're multiplying, only with multiplication. So let's write that here. Cross cancel only with multiplication. You know what people do is there's next section we're going to add and oh, I'm going to cancel. No, you made a mistake. That's too bad. All right, we're going to cancel the 2's. Anything else going? I got 3. Oh yeah, so I have 3 over 5. And I've got 3. Okay, I've got the 3 over the 5. The 3 over the 2 times 2 is this. And what do we do next? This is something interesting. You multiply the survivors together when you rewrite. So what we're at right now, we canceled. When you rewrite, you multiply the survivors together, top and bottom, to the top and down below. Okay? So that means 3 times 3, which is 9, and then 5 times 2 times 2, which is 20, and that's our answer, 9/20. It's elaborate, okay? And when you do division, you actually have to invert and multiply first, but it's the same kind of game. All right, so we're going to try to make this as simple. Here is, right here, an example with rational expressions, as simple as we can make it. What we're going to do is we're going to factor everything. So in fact, I get really weird. I go 9y is 3 times 3 times y. But this is a trinomial. There he is. And so is this. There he is. And then finally, you got a GCF with the 3 coming out. Okay, let me erase all that stuff. What's the next thing we do after we factor everything? Is we got to cancel. So let's see. Oh, the y minus 3. Let's get the big guy first. What else? What else? What else? Oh, there's a 3 that disappears. I see that. Oh, and the y plus 4s. Wherever top and bottom you can cancel, there you go. And the survivors look like we're just, in fact, you can be kind of quick about it. You can simply go, there's one survivor, there's the other. You can skip this step and go, it's 3y over y plus 7. Okay? Here's another example. If you want to look at that guy, it's for division. I just want to remind you of this fact. I won't do a polynomial until we get down to our examples. In fact, we're only going to do these two in the video today, and then we'll be done with this video. But when you are dividing, you have to invert and multiply. You are really multiplying by the divisor's reciprocal. Huh? What are you talking about? That means the second guy, this fraction right here, when you divide two fractions together, he flips over and then you multiply. Remember that? And then, of course, I finish the problem. We finally get 25 over 18. But just don't forget to, in this color thing, come on, respond, is we invert and multiply for division. You ready? You want to try it first? Okay, go right ahead. Looks like I started us off with a division problem because I gave you a pretty hefty example upstairs here. All right, let's try this one. The first thing you should do is the second lesson, which is invert and multiply. So I am gonna write this first without doing any factoring. I'm going to rewrite it. What do you think I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm going to multiply and flip this guy over. It's the second guy. We usually do pretty good with that. Some people stop right there and go, that's all I got. Come on, we got to do more. What do we have to do? We're dividing, so we turn it into multiply, but now we got to do this thing, factor. So the x plus 1, he nothing. But the bottom is a trinomial. And the top over here is a trinomial. And the last guy is take out the 8, what's left behind? Okay, let's see. Factoring 30, you got 30, what adds up to 17? Okay, so 30 is like 1 times 30. 2 times 15. There it is right there. Except make them negative. So how about x minus 2, x minus 15. Check it in your mind. Adds up to minus 17. Multiply. Yeah, we're good. The other guy, you got to do 18. And they have to have a difference of 7. So 18 is 1 times 18. 2, there it is, 2 times 9. If I made the 9, say, positive and the 2 negative, because it's a negative 18, we're in good shape. So you get x minus 2 and x plus 9. And then finally, if I factor out 8, divide each by 8, you get x plus 1. Okay. That's the hard work right there. Okay. So we factored. Now we get to cancel and rewrite is really quick. So cancel the x minus 2's. Cancel the x plus 1's. Gather up your survivors. See what we've got. We've got the x plus 9, and that's it upstairs, so x plus 9. Downstairs we have x minus 15, but also an 8, so I'll write it as 8x minus 15, and we're done. We multiplied and simplified that thing, okay? A lot of times, simplify your answers. Of course we do. Okay, one more for this section. This is a multiplication, and it looks really strenuous. It's got nothing but, look at this, nothing but trinomials to deal with. Sink your teeth into them. Stop the video. Try it yourself. You try it. No, I'm going to try it too. Okay, so if I'm going to factor this thing, I have to go spaghetti. So 3 is 1 times 3. Negative 4 is negative 1 times 4, or negative 2 times 2. And I'm looking for the middle number, which is negative 1. I see it here kind of. I think what I'll have to do is change the signs here. But look, I got 4 and then I've got a negative 3. So that makes a 1. If I change the signs to plus and minus, I get the right answer. So it's going to be x and 3x for sure. And then 3 is going to multiply with 1. So I'm going to go plus 1 here and minus 4 here. Then you always want to check to make sure it's good. I got 3x squared. I've got minus 4, and 3 is minus x. That's tough, and minus 4. We're in good shape. Okay, and you just have to keep doing it, man. So what else we got? Well, the next one. I've got 4. This one couldn't be too terrible. Let's check it anyway. It's 4, which is 1 times 4, and 2 times 2. And then you just have 1, which is 1 times 1. Which one adds up to 5? I'm doing this guy right there. Well, there's 1, and there's 4 and 5. Yeah, that one's the way to go. So we get x and 4x and 1 and 1, and both plus. You see how we have a cancellation already? Pretty cool. We have 2 more to do, so let's go after the top numerator there. I have a 2 and a minus 12. Talking about this guy now. Okay, so 2 is 1 times 2, minus 12 is minus 1 times 12, minus 2 times 6, minus 3 times 4. And I want in the middle a minus 5. I see it. There's an 8 and a minus 3. That's 5. I got to change the sign. So I'll change it to plus 3 minus 4. Becomes minus 8 plus 3. We're in good shape. That's a minus 4. So, okay, we have x, 2x. What else we have? Okay, so the 2 multiplies with minus 4. He has to go there, and therefore the plus 3 here. Man, one more. We got to do this bottom guy. Do we have a cancellation there? I don't see one. Okay, I'm checking it. 2x squared, 3 minus 8 is minus 5x, and yeah, it's good. All right, last one. 6 is 1 times 6, 2 times 3. And again, minus 12. Notice you got a factor. Minus 1 times 12. Minus 2 times 6. Minus 3 times 4. And now this last time we want just 1. Just 1. How's that going to go? Okay, here you go. That's a minus 9. And that's an 8. You get a minus 1. Once again, the signs are wrong. So I'll change it to plus. That makes it positive 9 minus 8, I think. Yeah, we're in good shape. So it becomes 2x, 3x. The 3 multiplies with 3, so plus 3, and then minus 4. Oh my gosh, no wonder I included this one. So we get to do, this is the easy part. After you factored hopefully perfectly, you get to cancel. You can see how challenging these guys are. Oops, I canceled the wrong guy. So that is, see, I almost made, ooh, big mistake. All right, let's try that again. For sure, 2x plus 3's. This 3x minus 4, oh, and this guy's not gone either. Okay, oopsie daisy, oopsie daisy. Do you use pencil and eraser? I hope you do. So yeah, 3x minus 4, 3x minus 4, and these guys go. Pretty fun problem, all told, because who are the survivors? X minus 4. Okay, so x minus 4 upstairs, and 4x plus 1 downstairs, and that's all she wrote. And that's a longer video because there's so much factoring. You can tell by the work involved here, you're going to be here slugging away for a while, mainly factoring. All right, you guys, I'll see you in section 2.